Ladies and gentlemen and wrestling fans alike, I'm back once again with another review, this time the SmackDown live review from the most recent episode of SmackDown on Tuesday night. It was very interesting. You wanted to see what the fallout would be from the recent announcement of the McMahons. And we started right away. Shane was giving the locker room a pep talk. Big E and Xavier Woods eating meat next to Daniel Bryan. That was so funny. And the stupid thing that came out of this was Paige was taken away from her general manager's spot. I finally got a general manager that I like, that was simple, and she's out because we got more McMahons. And it's like, oh man, that is so stupid, man. But it was what it was. Shane gave him a pep talk and we were off to the show. We kicked off the show with Becky Lynch, the man, and she talked about how the only thing she wanted from the McMahons was Ronda Rousey. I said she was tired of a Roddy Piper cosplayer. I thought that was very funny. And that brought out Charlotte. She said that Becky Lynch will always look up to her. And that brought out Asuka. She said that she is the champion now. And you know what? Nobody else mattered because Asuka is the champion now. And that brought out Vincent K. McMahon. He congratulated Asuka and he told Becky Lynch and Charlotte to shut up because they aren't owed anything. He said that Asuka would be defending her title tonight. That brought out Naomi and we had ourselves a match, Naomi versus Asuka. A very lazy way to make a match between Naomi and Asuka, a match that I feel like could have went down at the Royal Rumble or could have went down at Mania, but it's going down on a random SmackDown on Tuesday night. But it is what it is. We had Asuka and Naomi, and they had themselves quite a good match. I thought the Russian side leg sweep from the middle rope was just sick by Naomi. We had ourselves a nice match that I very much enjoyed. A very high-paced, but slightly high-paced. And got a little bit sloppy toward the end. We had a nice near fall when Naomi hit the rear view, but Asuka would pick up the win after multiple times of trying to get the Asuka lock in. She locked in the Asuka lock and picked up the win. Very nice match that I enjoyed. Very good way to kick off Tuesday Night SmackDown. I was about to say Monday Night Raw. Where's my head? But after that, The Miz met with Vince McMahon, who was cracking jokes on him, cracking jokes about the way he knocked on the door. And Miz wanted Vince's blessing to be Shane's partner. And okay, the Miz back and forth with Vince was pretty funny, but this Shane McMahon storyline is getting old very fast. But Vince said he'd give him a chance to prove himself later on in the night. So after that, Rusev was interviewed. He talked about how he was a star, how he was an athlete, and how Nakamura looked like Sonic the Hedgehog. Rusev is very funny when they let him be. Rusev, I'm very much looking forward to seeing him pick up the United States Championship if that's the road they're going down. Next up, we had Jeff Hardy down the ringside. He was here to hear the apology from Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe came down and he said he was sorry because he was here for an intervention. And he talked about how Jeff will feel because it's the holidays. Jeff said that he's insecure because he's been here for 2 years and hasn't won a title. I mean, we are not going to acknowledge the NXT title for goodness sakes. But Jeff hit the twist of fate. And that was the end of that segment. It was very quick and short, and they got a point across. And I enjoy that. Quick segments, get the point across, get out of the ring. After that, we had The Miz in the ring, and Mandy Rose's, music hits, and we have ourselves a mixed tag team match coming up versus R-Truth and Carmella. And this was a very short match. I mean, not much going on at all to break down, but we had a super kick to Mandy Rose, skull crushing finale by The Miz for the win on R-Truth. So I didn't particularly like the mixed match challenge, winners losing on the very next show, but The Miz and Mandy Rose picks up the victory. After that, we got the same video package on the new NXT callouts that we got on Raw. Yeah, I'll have my opinion on those call-ups because are more call-ups really the answer to Raw's problems, to SmackDown's problems? Now, SmackDown doesn't have a whole lot of problems, but they have problems with using the entire roster, to which we had a remedy for this night. And to that point, that brings me to the Usos. They came out next. They talked about how they ran SmackDown, how they wanted the bar because they weren't paying at TLC. They got the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. Man, where have they been? WWE finally pulled them out of the back in catering. Shoot, we finally got to see the Good Brothers. Talked about how they haven't been on TV since August, and that was unacceptable. They were there to take on the Usos. What we got here was a decent match, decent to good match. It was nice to see another tag team in the mix outside of the same 3 tag teams that we always see. The bar eventually came down, and that brought out Sanity. Sanity comes out of nowhere, and the match goes to a no contest, a disqualification, and we have a brawl going with Sanity and the Usos and the Good Brothers. Sanity is just taking everybody out. They stand tall, they brush past the bar as well, and we have ourselves a tag division. Well, look here. What do we have here? A tag team division? A tag team division? We have multiple tag teams introduced where, 2 tag teams was just sitting in catering, waiting for their opportunity. They finally got it, and what do you know? We got some interesting things going on in the tag team division. Next up, we had Nakamura showing Total Divas highlights, and he mocked Rusev, and the segment was not all that great with me. As I get a sip of water here. Next up, we had the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan came down, talked about how he destroyed the Yes Movement, and he talked about, this is the funny moment of the night, he talked about how the city of Fresno was #1 in pollution, and then the crowd just broke out into a yes chant, and we had a few people saying, "We're #1, we're #1," and I thought that was very funny. The Fresno crowd wasn't that great all night, but that was a funny moment. So we had the main event: AJ Styles and Mustafa Ali versus Daniel Bryan and Andrade Almas. And man, Andrade Almas was just working stiff. Tuesday night, he hit AJ Styles with a back elbow that rung throughout the entire arena. It's like he hit him with a chop. Man, that was a loud back elbow, but he was working stiff all night. He chopped Mustafa Ali really hard as well. Andrade Almas, he goes away for a while, and he comes back, and it's like, man, you appreciate him so much because he moves so fluidly throughout that ring. He's so fast, and he's so stiff at times, and he just moves greatly throughout the ring. He's a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal talent. I cannot wait until they get him into the United States Championship race, if they ever do that at all. He's a future star, for goodness sakes. But to the match, it was a fantastic match, high-speed match, high tempo that I enjoyed very much. Wonderful match that came down to AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan in the end, and then all of a sudden I'm watching the match and I'm like, okay, Mustafa Ali is here to take the pinfall, and you know what? I was fine with that, but Mustafa Ali gets into the ring, hits the reverse 450, and he picks up the win. I was just shocked by that. Mustafa Ali pins Daniel Bryan, and what a way to debut as a full roster member on SmackDown. Just a phenomenal choice there. And Mustafa Ali has a ton of momentum. Who knows where he goes next? In the singles division, We can get a Mustafa Ali and Andrade Almas feud going. I'll buy that for $1. I'll buy that for $9.99. Let's get that going on SmackDown. I would love it. So that was a fantastic main event. SmackDown was good overall. There were a lot of things that I enjoyed. Not many things that I thought was hindering to the show. But a lot of storylines set up. Mustafa Ali picks up an excellent win. Who knows where he goes next? I'm very interested in that. And SmackDown is on the road, man. I enjoy it nearly every Tuesday night, and I cannot wait to see what happens next week. Let me know what you thought about SmackDown, whether that be on YouTube or whether that be on Twitter at OMG Corey B, or on Twitter at @2 Sweet POD. That's 2 Sweet Pod. Let me know your thoughts and hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor. Either feel free to hit that subscribe button or hit that like button for your boy. I am out.